Hello, round 2 versus Niels Boy, and we will keep Nielsy? Something like that. Oh yeah! Get our miracle. Start things off right here. Sometimes there is a literal worst card to draw, but to be fair, that would have been the worst draw for many turns in a row. I do like that there are multiple miracles in this cube, so they don't automatically know that that little stop on your draw means a specific card. What am I doing? I should have cracked Sakura Tribelder. Whoops. Oh well. This way we get to attack for some damage, and if they're holding up counter magic here, we don't walk into it. And they may very well have been holding up counter magic. Alright, let's see. Well, this time I will do it. But I'm a little wary of this possible counter magic. So one option would be to just attack with Treetop Village. By gum, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe they'd bounce it or something. But if they bounce it, we can replay it. And in any case, we can play out an Elves here. Maybe they counter this. They didn't F6 there. Target player draws 4. Targeting themselves, well, how rude. And then discards 3 cards, so they get to find a whole new hand. That's the story here. And a lot of decisions to make. They have to discard down to 6. And what are we doing? What are we doing with ourselves? Next turn we have 5, potentially. Maybe 6. And yeah. Discarding some good stuff. Coalition Relic, Tamiyo, and Devour Flesh, because I guess they're not interested in us discarding. But now they have 5 mana. So I have no idea what they're holding up. And to do anything meaningful, I don't know. We have to give up on attacking with the village. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to come in with the Treetop Village. Not the Elves, because it might be relevant to hold up Beast Within, right? If they play some flash blocker here. That's a little annoying, because once this thing is in play, then we can't do anything. But we can actually Bonfire second main phase. Hopefully they don't have the counter magic here. There's one thing that they could pay 5 in their upkeep to counter that, but just be done with it. Just be done with it. Ashiok, oh no. And they're still holding up counter magic, so this is scary. They also hit 3 creatures off of it. What's the likelihood of resolving anything? Just so low. But here we go. I'm going to go for this Wolfie, because that kills Ashiok. There's definitely counter magic here. Yeah, dissolve. It also leaves up Primeval Titan for next turn. I think the control player has established their control on this game, and there's very little we can do here. Maybe just playing out more threats was the correct answer, but you know, it's hard to play around a specific flash weirdo from one thing. Riftwing Cloudskate. Llanowar Elves, I mean, that doesn't set us back too awfully much. It does give us a chance to beast within the Ashiok. We might have to do that. And yeah, I think if we do that and play out a couple pieces of ramp, then we're in decent shape. Oh, do they have like Remand or something? Pact of Negation. Yeah, they did have that. Well, they've got to run out of stuff to do eventually, right? The trouble here is when they cast their Whisperwood Elemental and we don't have much to say about it. Okay, well at least they have to pay some mana for this Pact. Now, regardless of whether... I really hope they uptick Ashiok once more, because Craterhoof can probably take it down in a couple turns. But next turn looks like a Primeval Titan turn. Okay, no, they are cashing it in for this Whisperwood. And that's probably our best shot at winning. We want to try to win all in one turn. So it's going to be like uptick or level up Jiraga, play Primeval Titan, hope they don't have the Remand, and then go from there. Level up. We don't have enough mana left over after Arlinn Kord, so Titan? Come on, they don't have that many cards left in their hand. What are the odds here? Snapcaster Pact. Okay. Yep, that's a good one. But it does tie up some more of their mana. And maybe Craterhoof can do something. Maybe it can do something. This creature I expect is the Megamorph that counters an instant or sorcery. It flips for 2, so it's pretty cheap to flip. But it's not something we have to worry about. Taking 9 here. Yeah, I'm happy enough doing that, because Craterhoof could be lethal here. Possibly. Yeah, it's exactly lethal if they have nothing. But looks like they have a kill spell for the Llanowar Elves. Oh no, even worse. We even have the land to sort of help out here. But yeah, what do we do? That's only 7, so 8 Craterhoof comes down, swings 7 at Ashiok, then we die to the Crackback. Yeah, I'm not going to win this game. So, I'll concede here before showing them the rest of our deck. Goodness. So how do we beat control? We beat control by going under them. And mostly that means being on the play. A lot of our cards are good to do that. Maybe we can put in like Prowler over Wall of Roots, and then Reckless Waif over Devoted Druid, because even though those help ramp, they're not the best. Maybe even Aethersphere Harvester over Hedron Archive. Okay, let's do that. I just want to speed up the deck on the play as much as possible. We could think about putting a Mountain in for the Waif, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine like this. Anything else we want to do? Garruk would be good against control, but resolving it is the problem. This stuff is no good. So I'm not going to fiddle around with a third color. Yeah, nothing else here. But I like these changes to just try to speed it up enough. If we can resolve a few threats, then it gets a lot easier, unless they have a flash guy to block. Yeah, definitely playing first. Definitely keeping this hand. If nothing else, the Eternal Witness can get back a Bloodstained Mire. But we can go ahead and search for our tapped land. And they're down to 6. Alright, maybe there's a chance. The cool part about this league is if you win your first match, you at least pay for yourself. Oh no, Despise? Well, they can take whatever they want, really. Not the expertise, but they might take Eternal Witness here, because we can always get Arlencord back with it. So that's a tough choice for them. I would probably take Eternal Witness, but it would suck for them if we had something better to do. On turn 3 anyway. Yeah, don't show them any new information that we drew the mountain. And here we go. Better thing to do on turn 3, right? 2-1. And we'll have this Arlencord, but of course they could, yeah, not letting that live. But they could just hold up counter magic because they know this is the turn. Ah, so annoying. I mean, on one hand, it's probably right to make them have it. On the other hand, if they just do nothing on their turn and they don't counter the Mayor, then that's a pretty good threat. Like, if that's how they want to play, we can play that way. This is also subject to whatever creature removal they might have. Yeah, sure, like that. Well, that's not good. That is not good. Alright, Arlencord, let's see if you resolve. Nope. But Polukranos is a thing. Last 2 cards are definitely both counter magic. Wow. Okay, so maybe they're not counter magic, maybe they're creature removal. Oh, bounce. So it probably was counter magic, they just figured they'd rather bounce it and draw a card. So now they have 3 counter spells in hand. Oh. Good card advantage. Always assume the worst. It feels better if you win that way. Come on, let us do something. It's just been not letting us do anything. So they discard just 2 cards. They come out ahead. They'll let us get the Polukranos down, but it's pretty easy for them to have found an answer. No! Pact of Negation. Well, that's it. Nothing to see here. We are done. So they've got 1 card left, and they draw 1 more. And this is just a blue signet over here. Beast Within. Yeah, that doesn't do much. Our best play is to like Beast Within our own land and then cast Rishkar's Expertise. Gross. Now we have to Beast Within this Ashiok. What do they get? It doesn't take them right away for whatever reason. Coalition Relic. You know, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to Beast Within my own land. It gives us something to attack this stupid Ashiok with. And maybe we find like a, I don't know, something. Yeah, that's a legit threat. Definitely attacking Ashiok here. Then they can't really put much in play. And hopefully they don't find a spell here. That's asking a lot. We could flip the Huntmaster, kill Ashiok, and even get some damage in. Alright, what else did they take? They get Primeval Titan. So if they ever get to cast that, we're in bad shape. And some more elves. But they have their own Grave Titan. Oh, that was the best draw in the history of mankind, as Bonfire sometimes is. I was afraid I'm going to pass the point where you actually get to cast the spell. But it's coming up. It's coming. They're like, you gotta be kidding me. Is this going to get countered or force spiked? We have to do it for 6 to get the Grave Titan. We'll redirect whatever we can to Ashiok. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for Bonfire, right? Alright, well that was fun. Winning our one game was fun. See if there's any chance we can do a repeat. Yeah. Bonfire. That Bonfire would make Brian Kibler proud. And so we survived to a game 3. Still trying to look if there's any change we can make on the draw, but on the draw our mana's just pretty good and our 1-drops are still good. Oh, good start. Yeah, having stuff to do turn 1 and turn 2 means they might actually resolve. We can't use Bloodstained Mire here for green because it will come in tapped. And, you know, I don't think they have Force Spike. I don't think that exists in this dojo. The dojo of Modern Cube. Oh, so beautiful. This is such an elegant little magic card. The Jiraga Tree Speaker. We're up to like 11 mana next turn already because this is great. Now we actually get to use Bloodstained Mire to find green-red, although we don't really need it to be green-red. And now, if they want to prevent Mayor from flipping, they have to cast stuff. So we get to resolve our next play. And our human gets a bit bigger. And then they have to keep acting because we'll have 2 werewolves threatening to flip. So their counter magic gets a lot worse. There is hope. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, Huntmaster. And then, when we're worried about counter magic, we can just pass and our werewolves flip. This card always takes a while. Time Spiral uncommon. But you do have to be careful. That's part of what you're signing up for playing this card. Alright. It begins. I think we can get away with Mountain here. They can't counter this because the free counter spell costs 5 in their upkeep and they just don't have it. And that's it for us. So attack for 1. Come on. I mean, they got to look at a lot of cards, so they could have Damnation or anything. Damnation here would put our Bonfire to shame. Ugh, gross. Oh no! It's so good. We don't even get to do Primeval Titan for like 3 turns. Now, Yeah, weird bit here. Just attack out. And I could cast the Tribe Elder, but hopefully they don't have an instant here. Snapcaster into nothing. Well, I guess forcing that out helps us a bit. Grave Titan. Ugh. Come on, they're out-ramping us too? Well, we do get to pass this turn, but that's not great, is it? 5, 6, 7. Our best bet here is to go Sakura Tribe into Arbor Elf. But the problem with that is then they just counter Craterhoof, and they're killing us in 2 turns. Grave Titan is ridiculous. Yeah, we'll just have to try to take our hit and maybe resolve Craterhoof. And that's our best chance. I thought we were doing so well. But Grave Titan ruins our day. Yeah, I mean that's the advantage to being on the play. They got to 6 mana before we did. And let's get a nice little mountain here. We don't take a hit yet. And our guys flip! No way! That's so good for us. Okay, so 2 damage to them. 2 damage to a creature they control. Might as well be a zombie. We even get a land. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's lethal if we resolve Craterhoof. I'm sure they have counter magic. But I don't really mind. If they don't, we win. Their only hesitation here is which piece of counter magic they should use. Surely it's not whether they have it or not. Yeah. Okay, well, we make a wolf. I don't like the attacks there. None of our creatures really survive. Maybe it'd be good if they cast a spell. We'd get another Ravager trigger. Yeah, not looking good here. We could try to team up on this Grave Titan, and then maybe we have a chance in the late game, but... Oh, did I pass the blocks? Yeah, well... Maybe 2 wolves on the Grave Titan would have been good, but then any removal, yeah, gets also pretty bad for us. Alright, are they out of removal yet? Someone tell me they're out of removal. I mean, counter magic. Just the last 2 cards they have. Oh, we get it. We get our Titan into play. So we can get a couple of our special lands that come in tapped anyway. We get to cast 2 spells here. So not only do we get another elf or a wolf from the Halpak Alpha, but we also get our Ravager to flip. Building up an army. And that means we gain some life, we get another wolf, and our wolves are small, but they're pressured to play a spell this turn, and if they fail to do that, we'll get some more flips. And if they attack with Grave Titan, we have a pretty good block here, just blocking with Primeval Titan. And then we have to deal with a million zombies. But at least we have a lot of wolves. We do have many wolves. Another thing to note is that our Treetop Village is now a 5/5. Okay, Grave Titan's gotta come in here. Yeah, I'd be surprised if it didn't. And yeah, Let's put the Titan on it. Them getting 4 power and toughness every turn is a little better than us drawing a couple lands. Is this all we have to deal with? No big deal. Come on, just pass. You know you only have lands in your hand. What else could you have? No. Sack a creature. We don't need this Arbor Elf, do we? It's not even a human. Ooh, there we go. I guess maybe we did want the Arbor Elf. Very nice. So, that lets us, I don't know, block stuff. Once we untap, that's a lot of Polukranos damage. Come on, flip. Yes. Thank goodness for random mid-range stuff. Let's send some at Glenalendra. I don't like the look of that witch here. And that means if we do draw a Planeswalker or something, we get to Monstrous Glenalendra, kill the... or Monstrous Polukranos, kill Glenalendra, then we can safely cast it. This is 6, 7, 8, so we Monstrous for 4. We might have to just put them under some pressure here. We could also Monstrous for 3, and just attack with everything. Yeah. Oh shoot, yeah, I meant to attack with the Treetop Village. But I think this is fine. Wow, we got it. Oh man, so that more Monstrous, it means no matter how they block, we can probably kill some of their stuff so that our main stuff doesn't die. Wow. So that game, not many games are that back and forth, but I really didn't know we were in good shape until they conceded. So that was fun, and I'll see you in the finals.